40%. 60% Muslim, 40% white. And if you said to someone that they were Asian, they'd go, "No, I'm not. I'm fucking Muslim. I'm not Asian." Well, it's like, you're Asian, but no, I'm Muslim. I swear to God. No, I didn't say Asian is Muslim. I said, I said Asian. I said, like, race up in the north of England, it's primarily two races. It's white folk or Caucasian, if you want to be really technical. Caucasian and Asian. And when I say Asian, to clarify what kind of Asian, I said Muslim. There we go. It's the same with, it's the same with like Jews and stuff like that, where the religion is the primary race identifier, like that. You see, Asian could be anything. If I said like the north of England is primarily Caucasian and Asian, it could be Chinese, it could be Korean, it could be Japanese, it could be Indian, Pakistani, it could be out. But it's primarily Pakistani, I guess, if you want to like go like exact region of Asia and stuff like that, primarily Pakistani. Not many Indians up here, actually. Not many. Not many. Sweeping generalization using the word Asian. Well, that's why I clarified it for you. That's why I said, like, mainly Muslim. That's why I clarified it. And also, a lot of modern-day Muslims will identify as British Muslim. I swear to God, I'm gonna actually like Google the term British Muslim, and I bet you a tenner it's like, yeah, what of it? British Muslim. Yeah, absolutely fine. British Muslims, yeah, absolutely fine. Back to the bonfire. Where's my stick gone? Oh, there it is. But, sorry, as I was saying, I think, before we went on this, like, big fucking... We've got to zero in on exactly, what type of Asian, or whether it's alright to identify them as Muslim, even though they identify as Muslim. They don't identify as British. They don't identify as, like, they're Asian, but they don't really identify as Asian. They identify as Muslim. That's what they do. And like I say, I mean, I'm sorry if that's like that's not cool for some folks, stuff like that, but that's what they do. I went to an high school, like I say, 60% Muslim, 40% white. So I have absolutely zero problems with folks, me. Like I say, I went to mixed schools. I've lived around mixed areas all my life. In fact, like I say, if you go by the majorities, we're the majority. Especially in the north of England, definitely. It's kind of funny, actually, because the census actually says that in the north of England, that the white, Caucasians are actually still the majority. But that's complete horseshit. There is no way that we're the majority. Absolutely not. It is completely factually incorrect. I do not believe... You can say, well, that's a census. That's a census. And it's like... Well, yeah, and people don't fill out the census, or they tell, like, there's only, like, 3 people living in a house when there's actually 8. So, I don't really buy the census results. It's bullshit. It was something like, oh, there's only, like, 25% Muslim, like, population in, like, Bradford and stuff like that. It's like, bollocks! Fucking no way. Maybe flip those numbers around. People who demand others self-identify in accordance with their own preconceived categories are the intolerant ones. If someone wants to identify first and foremost as a Muslim or a Jew, I agree with OTG. Well, like I say, I mean, I wasn't really making a point on, like, you know, who to identify as what and like, how they should and stuff like that. I literally just said how... I've lived around here for 21 years now. And that's how they identify around here. Like, that's how they're referred to. That's how they refer to themselves. It's like, it wasn't even close to, like, a racist remark or anything like that, or not getting it right, you know, like, oh, they're Asian, they're not Muslim, stuff like that. It's like, well, I know they're, like, technically Asian, but they're also technically British, because they were born over here. And they don't identify like that, really. They'll call themselves a British Muslim, or stuff like that, or just a Muslim. They won't say, like, oh, we're an Asian, or anything like that. Not really. I mean, I know they could. But, you know, like, they don't. Are you gonna stop now? Is it just a break? I think I'm probably done for the day, you know. Sorry about that. But I mean, saying that, I've been streaming for about 6 hours now or something like that. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a fair while. It must have been about 5-6 hours, something like that. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But bear in mind, guys, I've only just gotten better today. I know, I'm sorry. I've only just gotten better today. First day in a week that I've actually felt well enough to record and, you know, stream or whatever like that. So, like I say, you have to cut me some slack today, guys. 6 hours is a joke for me. That's like nothing. I could do 10, 12. But, you know, today, like, I need to warm up again, you know? What are you watching, Chloe? Oh. What the fuck it was? The heist, it's like playing Payday or something like that. Indeed, Chrono. Indeed, like I say, sorry that I couldn't invite you to it. It didn't seem right, you know, to kick somebody out when it was my fault that we didn't even do it right then. It didn't seem right, but yeah. Call a slot if I'm on playing tomorrow. Call a slot when you're in. Deus Ex. Maybe at some point. The new one. The new one. I'm just happy that OTG is still alive. Very kind, sir, very kind. I am indeed still alive. I am indeed. Out of commission for a week, but feel fine now. Like I say, it was bloody horrible. 2 days of retching. Well, not retching constantly, but 2 days of agony. And then, like, retching from fucking pain, like, you're gonna throw up from fucking pain, man. It's like, dude, don't. Luckily I didn't. But that's fucking grim. Saying that, if it made me feel better, I'd done it, but... Oof, horrible. I've only ever had that about 2 or 3 times where my stomach hurts so badly it's made me want to fucking chuck from pain. Were you all messed up from the 2 bottles of wine? No! People keep saying that! No, absolutely not. I was fine the next day. Absolutely fine. No, it's nothing to do with the wine. Like I said, I'm damn sure I had a stomach bug. You don't have a weak hangover. That's like, what the fuck? Will you post or stream Rise of the Triad? I'm not sure at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Certainly no multiplayer. Multiplayer is fucking garbage. So bad, like really out to fuck that up. But the single player wasn't too bad, so maybe I'll do an H stuff. At the very least, I'll do an indigestion on it. Not having a Facebook or Twitter account, I didn't know what was happening to your TG. Glad you're feeling okay now. I'm indeed, like I say. Yeah, I mean, I didn't post it on YouTube or like that, but yeah, it was mainly on my Twitter and my Facebook that was informing people. How is the multiplayer bad in that game? It seemed at least competent. Nah. It was incompetent. It really is. The hit registration in that game is fucking foul. it's just so jittery, and with the way that everything moves, it's fucking foul. It really is. Yeah, I would say it was fairly incompetent, to be honest. I mean, it's not like, I'm not going to lay into it about the balance, you know, like starting off with a pea shooter, and when everybody else has got, like, nuclear weapons if you pick it up. But it was just like the way the game felt and ran in multiplayer, that was... Yeah, like I say, it's not about, it's not about the balance and, you know, getting it all so it could be used as a competitive platform or anything like that. It's not that I'm complaining about, it's how it actually plays in regards to, like, how it feels and stuff like that. And granted, I've got very high standards. Don't get me wrong. I've got high standards when it comes to. I've got a soft spot for for first-person games, but I also have very high standards for multiplayer first-person games. And it didn't even come halfway up the ladder. Not even close. No, it wasn't the pizza. It wasn't the pizza. I cooked that pizza, but oddly enough, I cooked that pizza really fucking well, considering I was fucking drunk off my ass. But that pizza was fine, absolutely fine. Any opinions on Witcher 2 OTG? I've heard it's very good. I've not played it myself, but I've only ever heard good things about the Witcher series. The redone Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, I've heard is very good. That's all I know about it. And nobody got time for pre-in, that says Claire. So. Oh yeah, sorry, I will remember, yes, I will remember. I'm going to say it right now. Claire makes a request. If anybody has an extra Final Fantasy 14, not Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 14 beta key, she would most definitely love you long time for that. Most definitely love you long time. The Phase 4 beta key or something like that. I don't suspect anybody will do, but it don't hurt to say and stuff like that. And if you ever stumble across a key, we'll be very grateful, dudes, because unfortunately, Claire missed... I told you to sign up! I told you to sign up! Well, Claire's saying, she's complaining from the kitchen, saying she thought she'd... People are saying here, though, Claire, next phase is open beta, but... Well, if it's open beta, then you don't need a key. That is a good point, though. Like, I mean, I got a key, so why? I don't know. Oh, well, I don't know. People here are saying it's going to be open beta. Claire's saying other people have been saying the next phase starts on Friday, and you need a key for it. And I got given a key as well by Square Enix. So I don't know. I don't know. The crispy chicken? Yeah, it's yours. I've already run the character creating benchmarky thingy. That's pretty good, is that? I put everything on the highest details, and it said very high performance, something like that, or it was quite pleased with how my PC ran it. You see, I didn't stream too badly today, did I? OTG still streaming 4 hours down the line, lol. Just got back from work. That wasn't too bad, was it? OTG, you going to make an eSig vlog anytime soon? I switched to eSigs 4 months ago. I want to get a new one. Maybe, because I'm quite content with the new eSig, so maybe it's time to go, well, this is what I'm on now, and this is what I recommend. If you want an audio recommendation without actually seeing the thing, you want well, I'm not saying you want, but the one that I'm using is it's an Odyssey. If you go to Totally Wicked site, I always recommend Totally Wicked, so I assume everybody knows Totally Wicked and stuff like that. If you go to Totally Wicked's website, the Odyssey, that's what I'm using at the moment, the Odyssey tank, and you can use any battery on it you want. So, an Odyssey, it's quite expensive for a full Odyssey kit, it's quite expensive, but worth it. If you get an Odyssey tank, it'll probably last you years, that you'll never need to change it. And you can just plonk any atomizer on it you want, so I use an Odyssey atomizer fucking setup dude thing, you know, with a Tornado battery. Tornado battery. You got Totally Wicked so many customers. I know, I should have actually emailed Totally Wicked at some point and say, do you know how many people I've gotten to e-cigs, you know, with you guys and stuff like that? Do you even know who I am? OT motherfucking G. I don't even know who I am. But yeah, an Odyssey for the Cartomizer system and a Tornado battery. And once you've got them guys, the Tornado battery, a Tornado pass-through, USB pass-through kit battery. Well, that's if you vape a lot of the PC like what I do, then you need a pass-through cable. I think I said this on the vlog before. You need a USB pass-through cable. It will make life so much fucking easier. It does for me anyway. That's my recommendation. So a Tornado battery with a USB pass-through on it, an Odyssey system, and the atomizers for it are so cheap. I think they're called Bogue atomizers, oddly enough. And Odyssey Bogue for the atomizers. And the Bogue atomizers, they're £5. That's what I was buying it. Do you know, right at the beginning of the stream, anybody that's still been here from the beginning of the stream and is still here, that's what I was buying at the beginning of the stream. Some atomizers. And it's £5 for 2 atomizers, and each atomizer will last about a week. Sometimes you can get 2 weeks out of them, but that's when you start getting hiccups and your chest starts to hurt. So I'd say about a week. So you get it's about £10 a month for the atomizers, and they're good. They're good as well. Work really, really well. So you'll never need to really replace the Odyssey itself, the system itself. But it lasts years and years and years and years and years. Very, very good. The Tornado batteries last about a year or more, sometimes even more. So you can't even. They're about £10. You can't even bother. £1 a month maybe for the battery. So basically, what you're paying month to month is you're paying about £10 for the atomizers, and depending how much you vape, maybe about £25 to £30 for the fluid. So you're paying about 20. You might be able to get some on a bargain. That's what I always do. I always load up when there's a sale. I load up on fluid, and it probably costs about fucking £15 a month then. But you might go for about £25 a month for fluid and about £10 a month worth of atomizer. You're talking about £1 a day for e-cig setup nowadays. It costs you about £1 a day. After the initial cost, it might cost you about £80–90 to get set up. And then you're looking at, you might have a month or so where you don't need so much, and then you're looking at about £1 a day for an e-cig. I'm not advocating it if you don't. I'm only on this conversation because somebody was on this conversation, by the way. I don't advocate smoking e-cigs unless you were smoking nicotine before. I don't advocate e-cigs unless you were already smoking. If you're already smoking an e-cig, I'm only advocating it so you can smoke a better e-cig. If you're smoking cigs, I'm only advocating it so you can get onto something far superior to cigarettes. If you don't smoke it, I will call you a fool for starting smoking an e-cig when you didn't smoke it before. I will call you a fool. No offence or anything like that, but you're a fool. you is a fool. Like I say, if you enjoy it and stuff like that, I'm always of the fucking view, you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do. You know, like, I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I ain't gonna tell you what not to do. If somebody asks me opinion, I'll give it. That's all I'm saying. Like I say, I won't take being told what to do by any motherfucker. At the same time, I won't tell anybody what to do. But, you know, like, if somebody asks me opinion on something, I'll give it and shit like that. If somebody wants to talk about e-cigs, I'll talk about e-cigs and shit like that, but you don't want my opinion on Jesus. Thank you, OTD. Just checked on Totally Wicked, and it seems like what I've been searching for. I do recommend it. The Odyssey system has only been out for about a year or something like that at most. It's quite new still, and the ones that they'll sell now are like the second revision, third revision, or something like that. But they're kind of stuck around on this one for a while now, and it seems real solid. I have zero complaints. Very good smoke, very good vapor production, very solid. Very, very good setup. I'm sure you can probably get better, more pro setups, but this is I'm just saying, this is what I use. It works for me very well. That's all I'm saying. OG says we should smoke real cigs first, lol. No, I do not. My barber of several years has been consulting me about ways to stop smoking cigarettes, so it's nice for this information to get back to him. The best, like, I mean, I've never tried like nicotine gum or some of the other ways of stopping smoking, so I can't really comment on them. All I'm saying is, it seems like a damn good way to kind of like convert over to something much healthier for you. And then once you're on the e-cig, if you decide for, once you're on the e-cig, you're laughing. Because you can say, do I want to stop smoking do I want to stop nicotine, or don't I? And if you do want to stop nicotine, you can ramp down the amount of, the strength of the e-fluid that you're having down to the point of nothing. And then you've still got the e-cig, still feel like you're smoking, but you're not getting nicotine. Your body can adjust much better, much simpler, and much easier. And then you're alright then, you've got no nicotine addiction. That just, I don't know. It just seems like a decent way of doing it, so like I say, I can't comment how effective nicotine gum is, but I'm just saying, e-cigs seem a good way of doing it. Have you ever played Stalker? I've not, but I do own the Stalker series, but I've never actually played them. So, what was this up here? Oh, bloody hell. Oh well, I may as well close Dark Souls. I may as well close Dark Souls anyway, dudes. Let us close Dark Souls. Good games there, sir, good games. Nice having some company on the bosses and stuff like that from a stream chat. It was nice doing Dark Souls in an entirely different way so far. Very cool. Oh. I actually need to quit the game first. There we go. Ooh! It already had streaming soon on the back as well, well, we're not streaming soon. There we go. Sorry, somebody said something up there that I wanted to read. It only takes 14 days for the nicotine to be completely gone from your brain cells and to be free of the urge of smoking. It's a long 14 days, though. I tried going cold turkey one time. This is when, before Claire moved in, but not far off from that. I tried to go cold turkey so I wasn't smoking when she was here and stuff like that. It was probably the most miserable fucking few days of my life. It was fucking horrible. Oddly enough, though, it wasn't as bad as stopping caffeine. I don't know how that even works. It was rougher to stop drinking caffeine than what it was to stop smoking. Well, I didn't stop smoking in the end, like, but the couple of days that I did stop smoking was fucking rough. But the week where I didn't have caffeine was the worst. Horrible. Never felt so ill, so irritable, so foul as what I did when I stopped caffeine. Horrible. Did you play Blake Stone back in the day? I did not. That's why I was quite happy when I got the Apogee throwback pack from Rise of the Triad. It means I get to check it out. I need to bring back the curtains. Proper classic with the curtains. Caffeine is just addictive as nicotine is. Yeah, don't get me fucking wrong. I understand that shit firsthand. Bloody horrible. I don't drink any coffee no more, or caffeine. No Coke, no coffee, nothing. It was never good for me. It was never good for me. I've always had a dodgy stomach. It was never good. Caffeine's the worst thing you can have with a dodgy stomach. Oh, it was for me anyway. But stopping coffee was one of the worst things ever for me. It was fucking horrible. Like, even this last week of, like, feeling really fucking shit and being ill, that was still better than stopping drinking coffee. That was horrible. That was horrible. You had Pepsi the other day. Oh well, I have the odd bit of Pepsi here and there. You know, I have a can of Pepsi here and there. I don't think that's so bad. Leave me alone. Considering the amount of coffee that when did I stop drinking coffee, dude? Months ago. We're talking like around about Black Mesa. In fact, there's some parts of Black Mesa you'll see me saying, like, it's typical. You've got like coffee vending machines and stuff like that when I've just stopped drinking fucking coffee. But it's Pepsi Light, you wuss. Fuck that, no. It's Pepsi Man. That's what I drink.
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
I drink Pepsi Man. Fucking Pepsi Light. OTG drinks, gives up coffee and starts drinking alcohol. You see, that's the fucking problem, innit?
Yeah, but you've not.
No. Well, no. I mean, well, the thing is, though. I mean, I hadn't drunk fucking any alcohol in ages before that, though, had I?
No, that's why you saying that's actually worried me.
No, I've got it under check. The best way to keep it in check is to not go overboard to begin with. I don't think twice a month drinking is that bad.
No, I do.
That's fucking fine. You know, a couple of nights a month with a bit of wine. It's not even like I'm drinking cider or anything like that, or fucking, you know, Newcastle Brown or anything shit like that. Or a bit of Nuki Brown. It's
Brown.
Nuki Brown.
That sounds horrible.
It fucking is horrible. But, you know, I don't think a couple of times a month getting drunk, that's fucking no, man. That's like, a lot of folk will say, that's fucking pussy, is that, man? Only twice a month getting drunk, that's no. It is no. But, you know, it's like, I said this earlier on today on stream, guys, I'm a man of extremes, so I need to watch myself. I know exactly what I'm like. It's all or nothing. And I'm sick of that, in some respects, with some stuff, so it's like, I'm doing it sensibly this time. I ain't gonna go overboard. And like I say, the thing is, there's no risk anywhere. I've never been much of a drinker. Never been much of a drinker. You call me a pussy all you want, it's just fact. It is how it is.
I've never drunk, so you do better than me, except for that one time.
But like I say, I've never been a drinker, so I'm under no threat. I've always been a smoker, so yeah, like I say, that's always been my main vice. So the alcohol stuff don't really fucking bother me much. Oh, did you use a pussy though? Let's face it. I had a name for drinking on Fridays or Saturdays. Can't remember. No, I'm thinking of Catterday.
Yes, you are.
On Saturday. That's what the name I was thinking of. I thought I had a name for the wine day as well, but no, I don't yet. Friday throw up?
Oh, don't.
No, I'm not going to call it that. But I don't know, I'll think of a name. Did you say you used to drink shit tons back in the day? Kinda.
No, you just used to drink shit.
Kinda. I used to, when I was in my late teens, I used to go out like every weekend, sometimes twice and stuff like that, drink pretty hard and stuff like that. For a year or two or something like that. My late teens, like 18, 19 and stuff like that. And then I got into smoking then in my late 19s. So, and then once I started smoking, I never went back to fucking drink really then at all. Not the local park, Jesus Christ. How little respect. How little respect I've got for some folk got for me. Fucking Downton Park with my fucking White Lightning and shit like that. Oh yeah, I used to sit down and park with my fucking White Lightning and stuff like that, and run local corner shop and stuff like that. That's what I used to fucking do, me, yeah. No, fuck that. I used to go down fucking clubs and shit like that. Pubs and clubs, man. Fucking down park with my White Lightning and shit. Get the fuck out.
Shooting cocaine.
Shooting cocaine? Yeah, why not? White Lightning in one hand, a bit of fucking coke in the other hand. Maybe not shooting cocaine, but you know. Fucking 20p for 2 litres of White Lightning, that's the problem, innit? Oh yeah, obviously it's not 20 pence, like, but you know, that's the problem, innit? It's way too fucking cheap. Oh yeah, and then OTG instantly sobers up once he ruins his mouse pad again. That was fucking funny, that. I've never sobered up so fast, ever. That was insane. But then again, it's like I said at the time, of course I'm gonna fucking sober up. I've just dropped like shit tons of fucking wine all over hundreds of pounds of equipment that I've just bought. Hundreds of pounds of equipment that people can't tell the difference with, apparently. But yeah, if that's gonna fucking sober you up, fucking, yeah, that is gonna sober you up. Friday harvest. Good old autumn harvest. Like I say, I've tried other wines in Tesco. They just don't fucking. They don't taste very nice.
Why did someone say poor Claire?
I don't know.
What? Poor me.
Why is Claire so poor?